All right, so I'm standing here with Sheldon Schultz and trainer Mimo Spirito, back with Sheldon Schultz again after a long period of time. Let's go to the coach first. Talk to us through the decision making behind this team.
Okay, well, Sheldon came to me and asked me if he can come train, if I can train him again. And I said, obviously, with pleasure. And, we've always worked well together. So I said, well, of course, come back. And we've been training hard. We've tried to change a few things on him. And I think he's doing very well. So I might get a bit of a surprise tomorrow.
And obviously Sheldon back with Mimo as well. Obviously a confidence boost to you. You did really well when you were there. What's your thoughts on the fight?
Firstly, I'm just really grateful to be back with Mimo. It feels great, and being back, it's like there's another element that just clicked. And my thoughts on the fight is I'm just really excited to put on what we've been working on, and we've really just been working on boxing. And I know I've won all my fights by knockout, but I really just want to show people that I really actually can box well, and that there's way more to me than just power,
Well, there's a lot of hype behind Creed Moyo as well, as you might know. I know that you just fought recently in Abu Dhabi, but of course, coming back home, this is a massive fight, at least locally. What's your thoughts on Creed as an opponent?
To be honest, I've never watched him fight. I don't know anything about him. I've just heard good things. And once again, I'm fighting another great fighter, which is good for me because it brings out the best. But other than that, I'm not really worried about what he's going to bring. I'm just focused on us and becoming a better boxer. And at the end of the day, I just wish us both to walk out alive, regardless.
I think he said a very similar thing in his interview with me as well. You guys both have families, you both have to get home. Obviously, it's all for a show, entertainment as well. You went trainerless in your last fight when you went overseas, and obviously now back with Mimo again. How much of an impact does that make? Because I know that without a trainer, you're missing a link.
Yeah, I don't think I realized how important it is having a good team behind you and having people that actually really care about you. But going there alone, I was putting on a strong face and I was very brave, and my adrenaline and emotions kept me going. But to be honest, it would have been better to have a team, through everything, because you have to do everything alone, show up alone, everything, even your cornerman, you don't know them, you don't know your cutman. So it really does make a big difference, and obviously going out there and being in a different person's home, you just want to knock out and win and not leave it to the judges. So yeah, it was crazy. The way it went was crazy, but everything works out well, and rematch in January. So yeah, we're just looking forward to this fight. And like I say, I just want to become a better boxer. So whatever coach says I must do, I'm going to do it.
Coach, I just want to speak to the differences, the Sheldon that you had before and the Sheldon that you have now. What are the major differences?
We're getting a lot more technical with him, as he says, to box. I want him to box. I don't want him to go there and just try to knock, people out. That just uses a lot of energy and it makes you slow. So we've been working on a lot of speed, angles, and just pure boxing, straight down boxing.
And what's your analysis on the fights? How did you game plan for this particular fight?
Okay, well, I don't really want to say our game plan, but you know what? We're going to box him. That is it. We're not going to come there and try and knock him out in the first round or whatever. As I said, we've been working on angles and that, movement, do your work, get out. So, that's our game plan. And you know what? I never believe in a game plan, because you get in there, it's a different story. Yeah, so what I believe in, I always say to them, it's like you take a motor mechanic, he's got his toolbox, he's got all the tools he needs. He needs a 13 spanner, he must know he must go get a 13 spanner. He needs a hammer, he knows he must go get a hammer. We've given him all the tools, he must know in there on the night how the guy comes out, what he must use, what he must do. So, you can plan, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, and the guy comes out and it's totally different, and there goes your plan. So I believe, be ready for anything. So don't stick to a game plan. That's me.
Yeah, speaking about that as well, just how have the preparations been from your perspective?
It's been really great. It's so tough because, 2 fight camps back to back does take it out of you. But other than that, it's also been a blessing because it's not like now you have to get fit. So it's just been a lot of work, a lot of conditioning, just trying to get better. And my mindset is just focused on being the best I can be. Me, I love to entertain. I love to tell the motherfuckers that I want to beat their ass and that they're a bitch. But at the end of the day, I was like, you know what, like, you're here to work as well as entertain, but you want a W, you want to win, you want to be a world champ, you want to have all of this. So people don't see how hard we're working behind the doors. People don't see all the sacrificing, the foods, the drinking, everything. They don't see what we have to go through to sacrifice to be here where we are. So if anything, like, I just want to bring my all, and I would love to make my coach proud and make myself proud and to be that champ that I know I am. And come tomorrow, I'm just excited to work with this new mindset and to just give it my best.
All right, and what's the result tomorrow? What's your prediction?
In my heart and in my mind, we're definitely going to take this. It's going to be a W. We don't know if it's going to be by knockout or if it's going to go the distance, but we just want to give it our all and make sure that we leave with our hand risen and that Team Sweatbox is on the top.
All right, so we're going to have a good fight tomorrow night. Entertainer. We're hoping for a packed house here as well. It's always better when you have a lot of people in the arena. Do you have a message for Creed?
It's just funny how, like, people always have a lot to say on interviews, but never to my face. You know, I just saw you said something at a clip there that I'm nothing special. Honestly, nobody is special. Once upon a time, the biggest man was a baby. So I don't have anything bad to say. All I know is that when you're in front of me there, I want to knock you out. I want to beat you. Even if it's in the street and you're going to come at me, it's a different story. But we're businessmen, so let's be professional. So I wish you the best, and I hope you come out alive so we can see our family and shake hands afterwards. But tomorrow when we're in there, let blood flow. Let us beat the crap out of each other. Let's be entertaining because we've worked for this, and let's make it last. Because you know how quickly it's finished. So let's make this last. You know, let's give the fans what they're looking for. You know?
Love that strong message there for Creed before you step in the ring with him. Lastly, any thank yous, any shout outs?
Just big shout out to Mimo, Team Sweatbox, to Shannon for the pad work, for Mick. A big shout out to all my sponsors at Grassroots, Bloodhound, Pure Science, Fit Pro, and most of all, I just want to say thank you to God and thank you for everyone being there for me, and big shout out to Coach.
And just anything lastly from you, Mimo?
No, well, he said everything that needs to be said. Yeah, thanks.
One more thing.
Okay, one more thing from Sheldon Schultz.
Sorry, man. I just want to say a lot of love for you because you put us on the map, bro, and you really do have a passion, and we appreciate you because you make us feel like stars. And if it wasn't for you, I don't think we'd be getting the exposure that we need. So big shout out to you, brother. God bless you.
Thank you very much, and all the best for the fight, Sheldon.
Thank you, champ.
Thank you.
Thank you.